This video will be on Fugro's sustainability pitch, and this pitch is prepared by Group 4, and within the group is me, Aaron, Stanislas, Yair, Alexandra, and Saba, and we will tell you more about Fugro and their impacts on this sustainability. What is Fugro? Fugro is a geodata specialist that helps project managers find valuable information on their assets, as well as the ground and sea underneath them before preparation for their assets. And what is Fugro's mission? Its mission is to create a safe and livable world so that every investors are all being kept properly and maintained, so then proper decision makers can take the decision further. Fugro is involved in 6 major SDG goals, and we will delve into each SDG goals individually. When looking at the SDG goal number 7, affordable and clean energy, Fugro's revenue split in 2025, the amounts from the revenue renewable market itself amounts to roughly around 26%. And with initiatives for governments and greener energy, this demand will probably increase the revenue split from 2026 and forward, especially when Fugro maintains their operations more effectively. This would result in a more affordable and clean energy price for the end consumers. When looking at the SDG goal number 8, decent work and economic growth, we can monitor that in the Fugro's operations through looking at the LTIF matrix, lost time injury frequency, which was reduced from 0.46 to 0.2 in 2025. This is directly resulting from the movement from crewed vessels to uncrewed vessels, USVs, which makes them able to be remotely operated, and it would reduce the risk to workers and reduce the fatality rate.
Alright, think about the last time you crossed the bridge. Have you ever thought about the process of risk identification before the construction even starts? I don't think so, but this specific work allows you to cross the bridge successfully. And Fugro is the exact company which is involved into identifying these risks. But how does it do that? By using specific software, which is called Ground IQ. It provides a fast and reliable 3D rendering of the ground to measure these specific risks related to the state of soil and the ground underneath the bridge, or wind farm, or any other specific sites which are operated by Fugro. But why are we sure that Fugro is the specific company which is actually good in doing that? Because they have a certification which proves their operational efficiency. It's called ISO 9001 and means that they have a structured way to consistently deliver high quality geodata services, not only in one country, but worldwide, internationally. All of that contributes to SDG 9, Industry, Innovation, and Infrastructure.
When looking at the SDG goal, SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, Fugro is involved in 2 major parts, which is flood prevention and marine life research and development. They prevent floods by monitoring the rising and the decrease in sea level. And during marine life and biodiversity research and development, they are involved in environmental acoustics research and development, which uses sounds and to see how the marine life responds to them. And they monitor coastal reefs and mangroves so then they can properly assess what each ecosystem needs.
Fugro also actively contributes to climate action, which is SDG 13. But how does Fugro do that? Actually, offshore industry is not among the cleanest ones, and it has its own dirty secrets. Actually, a lot of vessels which are involved into this specific industry emit a lot of CO2. But less people realize that these emissions mostly come from crewed surface vessels, which Fugro is trying to replace with uncrewed ones. And this specific decision might contribute to up to 90% reduction of CO2 daily.
When looking at SDG 14, Life Below Water, Fugro plays an important role in protecting and understanding marine environments. Because much of the company's work takes place offshore, marine sustainability is a key part of its activities. Fugro provides seabed mapping, ocean monitoring, and environmental data services that help governments and companies better understand marine ecosystems and reduce environmental risk before offshore projections begin. The company also supports offshore wind projects, which contribute to the transition towards cleaner energy and help reduce long-term climate impacts on ocean. In addition, Fugro works with organizations such as UNESCO and Seabed 2030 to improve global ocean mapping and marine research. And through biodiversity monitoring and coastal resilience project, Fugro contributes to more sustainable use and protection of marine environment.
Thank you for watching this video fully, and hopefully you find this video informative.